Welcome everyone to the Spring 2020 Honors Convocation. Please help us by following a few guidelines. Please mute yourself unless you are speaking. If you can't hear clearly, you may find it helpful to use earphones. If you need technical help, we're very lucky to have OIT with us today. You're welcome to text or call the following number on your screen, which you might want to jot down in case you need it later, 662-618-3477. If you would like a PDF listing of all of our honorees, we have a printed program as a PDF for you. And look in the chat component of Zoom for a program you can download. You may also find this later on our Facebook page. Additionally, if you have family members who cannot be with us today, they are welcome to, we're recording the session and they'll be welcome to view it later. We'd like to begin now with a welcome from the Chair of the Department of Music, Dr. Karen Fosheim.
Good afternoon. Today we are here to celebrate our graduates, our award winners, and all the accomplishments that we have as a department. We are blessed to have so much and so many to recognize. And I have to say, I've just been scrolling through and looking at faces I haven't seen for 2 months, and I'm getting a little bit emotional here. Great to see all of you. Very great. This March, the music was silenced in Ziegel Hall. However, the music making has thrived in other ways, through videos, recordings, projects, and of course, Zoom University. Thank you to all the students and faculty and all our support staff who have worked tirelessly to bring this semester to a successful completion. And they've been rising above all these challenges and being creative in problem solving along the way. We are separated by distance today, but we remain united in our resolve to create, learn, and grow. Our collective future may have many unanswered questions, but we will continue on as we find new ways to be musical, along with adapting our traditional methods of music making to meet the challenges of this changing world. Ziegel Hall will soon be full of music again, as it was intended to be. The music will continue. The music is necessary, especially when the circumstances of life may seem bleak. In the words of Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, quote, "A person should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture every day of their life, in order that the worldly cares may not obliterate the sense of the beautiful which God has implanted in the human soul," end quote. Thank you all for attending our celebration. Enjoy. I will now pass it on to our president, Dr. William LaForge, who will give you a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and brief is the word here. I just want to say to the department and to all students how proud I am of what you all do every day, particularly in the last couple of months when we've been under a lot of stress because of the pandemic. You all have rallied to be able to continue teaching and continue everything in the department as far as you could to bring it to commencement. I'm suffering from a little withdrawal today. We're supposed to be over in the BPAC celebrating our graduates in person. We promise we will do a redo at some point. We will have a program later when it's safe to do so, later in the summer or the fall, whenever we can do it. But a special shout out to our graduating seniors in the music department, all of those who have been wonderful performers, both faculty and students throughout this past year. I've been privileged to attend many of the recitals in the hall and just love what you all do very, very much. I'm proud of our scholarship recipients in the department. You all have earned what you're doing, and just what a wonderful sense of musical community you bring to Delta State and to Cleveland with our alumni and with folks in the city and the whole works. So we may have a pandemic, but it's clear from the great organization that you all have pulled together to have this ceremony that you can't rain on this musical parade. So I welcome you all today to this, and I pass it on to the one who has much more claim to musical aplomb than I do, because he's a tuba man and he's our distinguished provost and somebody I have great respect for. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Charles McAdams for what I'm sure will be erudite comments.
Well, thank you, President LaForge. I would like to also welcome everyone here. And I'd like to thank Dr. Collins and the music faculty who coordinated this event, and really all the music faculty all spring who have really gone above and beyond to try to work with all of you during these most interesting and sometimes unfortunate times. But as Dr. Fosheim said, there's if you look carefully, there's still ways to make music and to learn about music even during these times. So I want to thank the faculty for what they've done. I want to give a special greeting to our graduating seniors. This is a really difficult time because this is a time for maximum celebration, and yet we're somewhat constrained in how we can celebrate. We live in a very strange time right now, but that does not diminish how proud we are of you. And I encourage each of you to be very proud of your accomplishments and to move with confidence into the next chapter of your professional life. And know that you're always welcome back on Delta State's campus. To our other students, I want to assure you that we are working hard to prepare the campus for your return in the fall. We will be ready for whatever guidelines and restrictions come our way, but know that we will provide a safe environment for you to live and study. But we want all of you back with us in the fall. Now, today is a day to celebrate and acknowledge your accomplishments. Congratulations again, and I turn it back over to Dr. Collins. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost McAdams, and to President LaForge for your comments and for joining us today. At this time, we would like to celebrate some student highlights and accomplishments from the entire 2019 to 2020 academic year, which we'll have some of our music faculty take turns in sharing today. Dr. Thorne, are you there? If so, you may be muted. There you go.
Hello, everyone. We had a lot of exciting projects this year in the choral area. I want to just highlight a few of those. The chamber singers were invited to premiere 2 pieces at the 2020 Music by Women Festival in Columbus, Mississippi. And they did an outstanding job of some challenging music. Soloists for this performance were Caitlin Pinatero, Amber Browning, Jamarius Freeman, and Elijah Davison. And our pianist, Andrew Wasselina, played many, many notes. It was a very challenging accompanimental part. The 2020 Delta State High School Honor Choir Festival in February was one of our largest. We had over 200 high school students from 13 schools across Mississippi, and our clinician was Dr. Judy Bowers. She did an outstanding job. And last, the Delta State Chorale performed for the DeSoto County District Choral Festival in October, where we had an opportunity to work on recruiting students and begin performances of our program that we were to have done for the state music education and choral conference in Hattiesburg in March. We were unable to do that, but fortunately we've been invited to do that same performance or additional, depending on what I choose to do with the music, next year. So it's exciting and something to look forward to for everybody. I want to congratulate all the students that have worked so diligently this year, but particularly the seniors.
Dr. Armstrong.
I'm very excited about my grant proposal being one of the 3 selected for the Spring for Success Online Thing Day. We're raising money to purchase MIDI controllers and equipment and computers to create what would be the first electronic percussion ensemble in the state of Mississippi. We did not reach the goal due to the shutdown of everything, but I'm still in talks with the foundation and everything about how we can reach that goal and get that going as soon as possible.
Great. Dr. Richards?
Back in January, we did our annual honor band. We had about 250 participants out of a little bit over 300 auditions. We had kids from Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana. Our clinicians were Mike Colburn, former commander conductor of the Marine Corps Band. We had Stephanie DeLuca, who was a last-minute fill-in because of a health issue for one of our clinicians. She's a DTA from Florida State. And we had Dee Dee Pitts, who is kind of serving as director of bands or assistant director of bands at Gulfport High School, and she is kind of supervising the music department at Gulfport School District. She's also a DSU alum.
Thank you.
Over the course of the past semester, we've been very fortunate to be able to bring onto campus a number of guest artists. And the department hosted a visit by Jackson State University tuba euphonium professor, Dr. Patrick Redker. He presented a master class followed by a tuba recital featuring works for tuba and electronic accompaniment. We also hosted a visit by the Hint of Line Brass Trio on March 4th. They performed and gave a master class, and in celebration of National Women's History Month, the group prominently featured works written by women composers.
We had an alumnus, Monica Ely. She received her Bachelor of Music degree from Delta State in 2016 and her Master of Music degree from Eastern Michigan University in 2018. And she returned to our music department in late January to give a wonderful presentation where singing meets science, serving singers, and dispelling vocal myths. And she also worked with a few of our voice students. And we had 5 Delta State Opera students that attended the National Opera Association Conference in Cleveland, Ohio this past January. They attended master classes and performances, and student Saavedra Martin was invited to sing in a master class presented by Dr. Howard Watkins, an assistant conductor at the Metropolitan Opera. The students that attended the conference were Amber Browning, Jamarius Freeman, Jayla Isom, Tico Jones, and Saavedra Martin. Additionally, a trio was selected as an alternate for the musical theater division of the Collegiate Opera Scenes competition. The students in that ensemble were Jamarius Freeman, Jayla Isom, and Austin Means.
7 DSU piano students attended the state conference of the Mississippi Music Teachers Association held at Mississippi University for Women in Columbus last November. And the Delta State University Department of Music hosted the 11th annual Art of the Piano event on campus. The guest artist and the teacher was Dr. E.L. Lancaster, executive editor for Alfred Music, and an adjunct piano faculty member at California State University, Northridge.
Delta State's Mu Phi Epsilon chapter received 2 awards from the fraternity's international office. The first was the most outstanding collegiate chapter in the Southeast province. They were also rewarded for outstanding member recruitment. Mu Phi Epsilon is a professional music fraternity, and our chapter at Delta State is a very active one, as you can tell. Our department really wants to thank the Mu Phi Epsilon students for their many hours of volunteering and supporting all of the activities of the department. Thank you for all that you do. Well, we continued learning even in the midst of the pandemic, and we switched some of our studio classes to online. We hosted several guest artists in the flute studio. Our students participated in career development meetings with Dr. Kimberly Goodman, interim CEO of the Jazz Arts Group of Columbus, Ohio, and with Dr. Catherine Eminent, a freelance flutist and entrepreneur in Atlanta, Georgia. Topics included 21st century revenue streams for musicians, career opportunities in many fields using our musical training, and running successful private studios.
The Spectrum Winds Wind Quintet from the United States Air Force Band of the West performed a recital and worked with music students from the studios of Dr. Pimentel and Dr. Collins. The Spectrum Winds Wind Quintet from the United States Air Force Band of the West performed a recital and worked with music students from the studios of Dr. Pimentel and Dr. Collins.
2 Dr.
Dr. Collins and Dr. Pimentel hosted guest artist Dr. Andrea Cheeseman, a former DSU music faculty member. Dr. Cheeseman performed a recital of electroacoustic clarinet music and participated in a Q&A session with students. The Delta State Jazz Ensemble performed at the International Conference on the Blues. The Jazz Ensemble also held its Big Band Bash event at the Cleveland Country Club and raised over $2,300 for equipment, sheet music, and scholarships.
As you can see, it's been a very busy year. And there's some people that we want to recognize that have made all these events possible. Without Jessica Jarvis, our senior secretary, she is our princess and she is our guiding light. She keeps us together. We are very fortunate to have Jessica with us. Funcho Arishi is our graduate assistant who puts out all the letters and all the communications and marketing things that we've had. And then we have Dr. Kevin THARP. I'm so proud to call him Dr. Kevin THARP at this point. And he is also a DSU alum, and he's our adjunct instructor of music, and particularly in music education. And he successfully defended his dissertation and received his PhD from the University of Mississippi this spring. So congratulations, Dr. THARP.
Each year, the Delta State Department of Music accepts nominations from alumni and faculty to recognize members of the DSU music family in several different categories, including our Philanthropy Award and our Alumna of the Year. Dr. Douglas Mark will share these awards now.
The Philanthropist of the Year Award is given in grateful recognition of a member of our extended DSU music community who has generously donated financial or material support to assist the department in serving our students' needs. This year's Philanthropy Award is presented to Mrs. Corinne Casanova in recognition of her contributions supporting opera activities. Longtime community member and retired craft designer Corinne Casanova was delighted to learn that her support was so meaningful. Her charitable donation provided funding in support of the DSU Opera Workshop's conference attendance in Cleveland, Ohio in January. Regarding her donation, she had this to say: "We are so fortunate to have Delta State University in our community. I spent my career as a designer of wall art and furniture and have always had a great love of music. After seeing the advertisement for the opera program fundraising event, I attended the performance and was so moved. I wanted to help these young people attain their goals." The Department of Music is grateful for Mrs. Casanova's support of our program, and in fact, Tico Jones, one of the students who participated on the trip, would like to share a few of his thoughts and words. Tico?
Good afternoon, everyone. This past January, some of my colleagues and I had the opportunity to attend NOA, a National Opera Association conference. Prior to attending NOA, my passion for music had lost its meaning due to some scary challenges I was facing. It wasn't until I got to attend the conference that I saw the love that many people shared for opera that my passion started to come back again. My colleagues and I are forever grateful for the donation of Mrs. Casanova, and we will forever cherish the memories and bonds that we made on the trip. Thank you.
Thank you, Tico. Let's move on now to our Alumnus of the Year Award, which is given to an outstanding music alumnus or alumna of the Department of Delta State whose career achievements reflect a sustained level of professional excellence that all our students can aspire to. We are pleased to present the Career Achievement Award to Mr. Ed Gerling. Ed, a 1982 graduate, has been a devoted music educator for the past 38 years, inspiring and mentoring a generation of Mississippi's young people. Over the course of his career, he has served as a high school band director at numerous programs around the state, including Yazoo City, North Sunflower Academy, Neshoba Central, Scott Central, Forest High, Stringer High School, Manchester Academy, and Cleveland High School. He is currently on faculty at East Central Community College, where he serves as Director of Bands, Applied Percussion Instructor, Director of the Drumline, Front Ensemble, and the ECCC Percussion Ensemble. He is a frequent clinic and contest judge, invited band clinician, and guest conductor, and he has also served the discipline as former president of both the East Central Mississippi Band Directors Association and the Mississippi Junior and Community College Band Association. He also served as director of the award-winning Scott County Honor Band. This year marks his 9th and final year at ECCC. He looks forward to his retirement beginning at the end of May. We salute Ed for his many contributions to the field of music education and the exceptional model of success he provides for our students. And I don't want to embarrass Ed, but as we move on to the next slide, I think you may agree with me, if we can move the slide forward, that Ed really hasn't aged a day, has he? So Ed and the rest of the Pride of the Delta drumline circa 1982, pretty sharp looking group. So I would again like to send congratulations to our 2020 Delta State University Music Alumnus of the Year, Mr. Ed Gerling. And I now invite Ed to share some thoughts and comments. Ed? I'm not sure if Ed is unmuted or not. Ed?
Oh, how's that?
There we go.
All right. Good afternoon, or should I say yo. I am very excited to receive this award. I want to thank the DSU staff that approved the nomination. I also need to thank my colleagues who sent in the nominations. I want to thank the staff I work with at East Central Community College and the directors and partners who had to put up with the Guido experience throughout the years. Few people actually think about how the people you work and interact with enable you to do your job properly and hopefully well. Thanks to all the students who have bought into my vision throughout the years. And lastly, besides my friends and family, I want to thank my wife Karen and daughter Anna, who always support me and do not hesitate to tell me when I'm wrong. In fact, they had me rewrite this more than once. You might want to send them a thank you. Let me take a moment to speak to those currently enrolled at Delta State. You have already made the best decision of your life and career. As a music educator, you are now enrolled in the preferred school of education when principals and superintendents read your resumes. The friends that you make now will be with you for the rest of your career. When you get out into the workforce, that is your support group. Each of you has a specialty that allows you to help each other down the road. Find a mentor, someone whose opinion you respect. They will not mind that phone call late at night. Sometimes it just takes a fresh set of eyes. Most importantly, trust yourself. You've been trained well. You know what you want to accomplish. Now go out and do it. Although I'm retiring in 2 weeks, this will not be the end. I hope to consult with local high schools and pass on those all-important fundamentals from grade 5 all the way to 12. And yes, lesson 25 is a real rudiment and not a line in the book. I will be teaching camps, writing drill, and arranging music. I sat down this past week and thought about all the people I know from Delta State. And so many of them deserve this award, and I am humbled to be chosen for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed. We applaud you, and congratulations again. I'd like to now turn our program over to the next part here. This next part of our program, we recognize significant student accomplishments, and joining us is Dr. Dave Bro, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, who will share some remarks and recognize those students who have been awarded academic honors. Dr. Bro.
Wow, that's an old picture. Okay. Thanks, Doug. I want to thank the entire music department for inviting me to participate in the activities today. And I want to offer my sincere congratulations to all of the students being recognized in today's program. The President's List. The President's List is an academic honor awarded each semester to undergraduate students who've earned a grade point average of 3.8 or higher for the semester, with no grade below a B. I'll now read the names of those students on the President's List. Ethan Baker, Esther Beruli, Catherine Booth, Sabrina Brasher, Amber Browning, Simi Dong, Adriana Ezekiel, Yim Kim, Austin Means, Jackson Moore, Caitlin Murphy, William Pierce, Caitlin Pignataro, Sung Young Ryu, Howard Tate, Andrew Wesslinger, and Dakota Young. The Dean's List is an academic honor award each semester to undergraduate students who've earned a GPA of 3.5 to 3.79 for the semester. These students are Anthony ESPECTO, Abby McCullough, Jessica Olson, Ethan Pope, Brendan Redlinger, Darius Stallings, and Bailey Whitehead. Congratulations to all these students who received these honors.
Thank you, Dr. Bro.
Now, I believe it's up to Jamie.
We'd now like to recognize students in the Pi Kappa Lambda Honor Society. This organization is dedicated to the furtherance of music and education in music in colleges and universities. The primary objective of Pi Kappa Lambda is the recognition and encouragement of the highest level of musical achievement and academic scholarship. Based on their grade point averages and musicality, the Pi Kappa Lambda faculty nominated 2 students for membership. Congratulations to this year's inductees, Ms. Catherine Booth and Ms. Sung Eun Ryu.
Congratulations to everyone. In this next part of the program, Dr. Shin and Dr. Shimizu will recognize our student competition winners.
4 DSU students earned honors at the Mississippi Music Teachers Association State Collegiate Competitions held at the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg in February. Cameron Sullivan won first place in the freshman and sophomore solo piano division. In the junior and the senior solo piano divisions, 3 students earned honors. Yim Kim, a junior piano performance major, won first place. Sung-eun Yu, a senior piano performance major, won second place. And Joseph Campbell, a senior piano major, won honorable mention. Congratulations. And Young-hae Min, a senior piano performance major, won second prize at the Young Artist Piano Division of the Music Teachers National Association State Competition last November.
Dr. Shimizu?
Yes, the department held the 11th Annual Chamber Ensemble Competition in February, coordinated by Dr. Kumiko Shimizu. This year's winners included, in first place, piano duo Semi Dong and Yim Kim. Second place, saxophone euphonium duo Ethan Baker and Kathleen Booth. In third place, vocal trio Caitlin Murphy, Rachel Hauska, and Amber Browning.
We'd now like to introduce our scholarship recipients. First, the Jeff Ross CAPWELL Endowed Music Scholarship, which was established in 1981, recognizes outstanding instrumental majors in the Bachelor of Music Education degree program. CAPWELL is a Delta State music graduate and chairman and CEO of NCS, a diversified magazine sales company based in Memphis. The students chosen by the instrumental music faculty to receive the 2019-2020 CAPWELL Scholarship are Ethan Baker, Esther Baruli, Catherine Booth, and Abby McCulley.
The Maggie Flowers Ewing Scholarship is awarded annually to an outstanding vocal major in memory of former First Lady of Delta State University, the wife of the late President James M. Ewing. Caitlin Murphy, a rising junior vocal music education and performance major, is this year's recipient.
And this year we are recognizing Cameron Sullivan as the scholarship winner for the outstanding piano major, the Lacey Langford Annual Scholarship. Congratulations, Cameron.
At the end of the ceremony, we ask all seniors and scholarship recipients to stay in our Zoom conference so we can take some pictures. We'll do some screenshots or something so that we have a way of recognizing you. It's now time to recognize and honor our seniors. I'd like to ask everybody to hold your applause until the names of all students have been read. And then after that, feel free to unmute yourself to cheer with us at the very end. In the fall of 2019, 5 of our students received music degrees from Delta State, and some of them are with us today, so we'll recognize their names. SAVANNAH CAVALIER graduated summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Music Education degree. She played flute and piccolo for the Delta State Marching Band and Wind Ensemble, served as section leader, was a guest conductor at DSU Flute Day, and was a 3-time recipient of the Jeff Ross CAPWELL Music Scholarship.
Zach Hall graduated in the fall of 2019 with a Bachelor of Arts degree with an emphasis in saxophone. He performed in a number of ensembles while at DSU, including Delta State Marching Band, Saxophone Quartet, Wind Ensemble, and Jazz Ensemble. He served as chaplain for Mu Phi Epsilon. Zach presented a BA capstone project entitled Hymns as a Teaching Resource. Emily Hercules Burks graduated in the fall of 2019 with a Bachelor of Music Education degree. She served as drum major for the DSU Marching Band, and she performed in master classes for Julian Bliss, Dr. Jorge Montilla, and Dr. Michael Rowlett. Emily performed as a clarinet soloist in recital in Busan, South Korea, and in a collaborative performance with South Korean musicians.
Raven Turbeville graduated in the fall of 2019 with a Bachelor of Arts degree with an emphasis in horn. She performed in a number of ensembles while at Delta State University, including the Marching Band, High Brass Ensemble, and Wind Ensemble. She presented a BA capstone project titled Including Diversity into Student Horn Recital Programming.
Victor McDowell was a fall 2019 graduate. He was a member of the Delta State Chorale and Chamber Choirs, where he had the opportunity to serve as Delta State Chorale President in the 2018-2019 school year. Victor is currently teaching music at Horn Lake High School.
And now we celebrate our spring 2020 graduates. Although this is not a commencement ceremony, it is an important opportunity for all of us, the music faculty and staff, your classmates, and your families, to recognize your hard work and all of your accomplishments. We will celebrate again with you when you finally walk across the stage at your rescheduled ceremony. For now, please know that we are proud of the hard work and dedication of every single one of you.
Timothy Peoples will graduate with a Bachelor of Arts in Music, voice emphasis. He was a member of the DSU chorale and he sang as a soloist. He was also a member of Phi Beta Sigma. After graduation, Tim plans to teach music and pursue graduate school.
Austin Means is graduating with a Bachelor of Music Education in Vocal Music. While at DSU, he was named the Margaret Walker Scholar in Voice. He was a member of the chorale, chamber choir, wind ensemble, marching band, and the Opera Theater Workshop. He was also section leader in chorale, and he served as the president of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia. After graduation, he plans to teach in Starkville, Mississippi for a year and then attend graduate school.
Semi Dong will receive a Bachelor of Music in Piano Performance. She is an international student from Seoul, South Korea, and Ms. Dong was a member of the Delta State Jazz Band as a pianist, sang in the Delta State Chorale, and also with the choir of the First United Methodist Church in Cleveland. Ms. Dong has won awards as the Mississippi Music Teachers Association Collegiate Competitions and the DSU Chamber Ensemble Competitions, and has twice been selected as a performer on the DSU Department of Music Honors Recital. While at DSU, Ms. Dong has been named to the President's List for Academic Achievement every semester. Seung-Eun Roo will be graduating with a Bachelor of Music in Piano Performance. While at DSU, she was a member of the Delta Chorale and the DSU Wind Ensemble. Also, she has won several honors for piano performance, including representing Mississippi in the Music Teachers National Association competitions, first place in the Mississippi Music Teachers Association Collegiate competitions, awards in DSU Chamber Ensemble competitions, and has 3 times been selected to perform on the DSU Department of Music Honors Recital. She has consistently earned placement on the Deans and President's List for her academic work. She received a full scholarship and assistantship from Georgia State University and will be attending Georgia State this fall to earn a master's degree in piano performance.
Young-hae Min is graduating with a Bachelor of Music in Piano Performance. A native of Ulsan, South Korea, Young-hae has performed on DSU's honors recital of 3 times, has won top prizes at the Young Artist Division of the Music Teachers National Association state competitions and the Mississippi Music Teachers Association collegiate competitions. She has performed in summer programs including the Art of the Piano at the University of Cincinnati and the Orford Summer Academy in Canada. She has been accepted into a master's degree program in piano performance at the Peabody Institute of the Johns Hopkins University with an artistic award scholarship.
Tony ESPECTO graduates this spring with a Bachelor of Music Education degree and an emphasis in tuba. While at DSU, he was a member of the Wind Ensemble, Low Brass Ensemble, Symphonic Band, and Jazz Band. Tony was a frequent assistant to the Cleveland Central High School Band Program. He sung vocal bass as their section leader at Calvary Episcopal Church. He was the tuba section leader in the DSU Marching Band, and he served as principal string bass in the DSU Wind Ensemble. After graduation, he plans to teach in Mississippi.
Adriana EZEKIEL is graduating with a Bachelor of Music Education. She transferred to Delta State from Northeast Mississippi Community College, where she was a member of Theta Kappa Honor Society. While at Delta State, she was a member of the Wind Ensemble, Jazz Ensemble, High Brass Ensemble, Marching Band, Chorale, World Percussion Group, and Pi Kappa Lambda Honor Society. She served as president of Mu Phi Epsilon, was on the President's List, and was a Jazz Ensemble Scholarship Award recipient. She completed her student teaching internship at Grenada Upper Elementary and High School. After graduation, she plans to teach music in the South. Katie Mabb is graduating with a Bachelor of Music Education degree as well. While at Delta State University, she was a member of the Wind Ensemble, Marching Band, Symphonic Band, Jazz Band, and World Percussion Group. She served as treasurer and secretary in Mu Phi Epsilon. After graduation, she plans on teaching at the middle or high school level.
Darius Stallings is a native of Cleveland, Mississippi, and will be graduating this spring with a Bachelor of Music Education in Percussion emphasis. While at Delta State, he was a member of the Wind Ensemble, the DSU World Percussion Group, the DSU Percussion Ensemble, and he served as alumni secretary and historian and chorister for Mu Phi Epsilon. After graduation, he plans to teach in Mississippi.
Dakota Young is receiving a Bachelor of Music in Education degree and the Bachelor of Music in Saxophone Performance. He is a 4-time honors recital performer and has performed with many DSU ensembles on saxophones, clarinet, and flute. Last year, he performed for Dr. Jeffrey Dybel at a North American Saxophone Alliance masterclass.
Amanda Lutz is graduating with a Bachelor of Music Education degree. During her time at Delta State University, she was principal flute and piccolo in the Delta State Wind Ensemble and a section leader for the marching band. She was also a member of the Delta State Chorale. She has been awarded the Jeff Ross CAPWELL Music Scholarship. She has performed on flute and voice in South Korea with Delta State's music department. She has served as secretary, vice president, and president of Mu Phi Epsilon. She was selected for the National Flute Association's internship program. After graduation, she plans to pursue a master's degree in music therapy. Jessica Egdorf Olsen is a flute player who started her music education degree at Delta State University in 2009. She performed in the honors recital and successfully competed in MMTA competitions. Since then, as she says, life happened. She's now married, has a 4-year-old son, and she says that thanks to the support of the department, she came back in 2019 to finish her degree. Finally, after 11 years, she is ready to start her teaching career. I'd like to wish congratulations to all of our students. Would you all please join me in congratulating the class of 2020?
Woo! Woo!
Hey. That's my friends. That's my family.
All right. Big fellow.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So
Lots of
proud.
legs broken.
Congratulations.
We're so proud of you all.
Go, Katie.
Wow, we have some who got up at 3 in the morning in Korea to join us.
Hi.
Hi.
The regular part of our honors convocation, we'll have some final remarks from Dr. Fosheim, and then please join us for a montage of memories selected by our music students.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this special event for our department and for all the wonderful people in this department. It's so good to see you, and I look forward to giving everyone hugs in the near future. But for now, I want you to remember the DSU Department of Music is about more than ensembles and lessons and classes. It is the bonds that have been created here. It's all those things that Ed Gerling was talking about, those things that last a lifetime, those memories and the people that you made them with, and lean on your friends, okay? Congratulations to our graduates and all our award winners. Have a wonderful summer. See you soon, I hope.